And the organizational church says, wait, how many more of these things are we doing?
Hey everyone, thanks for dropping in again. Detective Jay and I just got back in from a much needed coffee run. It's been another long day, and it looks like we missed a call. Let's go ahead and check that voicemail.
Hey detectives, I believe something horrible's just happened. There's this priest, he just got into town maybe not but 5 minutes ago, and I overheard his conversation where he was saying that he had passed this guy on the road, and he looked like he was beaten up pretty badly. And well, from the way he described it, it seemed like robbers had done this deed. And he didn't seem like he had reported it, so I knew I had to say something. And it might be worth looking into. Detectives, this case needs you.
This is awful. This definitely sounds like the parable Jesus told in Luke chapter 10, verse 25 through 37. I haven't taken any cases near Jericho in a while, but something about this is just tugging my heartstrings. Well, we gotta look into it. Let's go.
Hello? Detectives? Are you still there?
All right, this must be the scene of the crime. This looks like our first clue, this outline right here. Obviously, this is where the victim was, beaten up and left for dead. Don't worry. Police officer said that he is okay.
No worries, folks.
Clue number 2, think you allow me?
Yep.
There are 2 sets of distinguishable footprints. One of them probably belongs to the priest. So my client overheard. The other set,
That one looks fancy.
Yep. Definitely belongs to a Levi. Denim, leather. Very expensive.
Yeah. Well, if you'll look right over here, I think there's something that they might have missed. Let's head on over that way. So my instincts tell me that they're not the guys that robbed the victim. But if they didn't rob the victim and they didn't report it to the proper authorities, they may not be guilty of the crime, but they're guilty of not caring.
Hey, check it out. Looks like the guy has missed a third clue.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's a third set of footprints, accompanied by donkey footprints.
And look what the donkey left behind. Ew.
My instincts are telling me this is no ordinary donkey.
Warning, do not try this at home. This was performed by a trained professional, so for your safety and the happiness of those around you, do not attempt what you just saw. It's just chocolate.
Just as I suspected. It's definitely a Samaritan donkey. Don't ask me how I know that. This means the footprints must belong to a Samaritan. Looks like they approached where the man was lying and...
Look at this. Eureka. Look what's buried in the dirt right here. We have a Band-Aid. Look at that. I bet you if we analyze this back at the lab, we would find that there are trace amounts of both blood and antibiotics. I bet you the Samaritan, he helped the guy, the victim, bandaged up his wounds, and then, based on the direction of the donkey's hoof prints, the wind...
And this map that I found on the ground.
I bet you they headed to the nearest hotel over there. Let's give him a call and check it out. Hey, this is Detective Justin. I am on a case and looking for a victim. He would have been carried in on a donkey, accompanied by a Samaritan guy. Probably had some wounds that were bandaged up. Yeah. Just what I suspected. And, not entirely. Thank you for your help, sir. Well, I was right.
And?
Well, and the Samaritan not only continued to take care of the injured man, but he also paid for all of his medical expenses. Like, can you believe that? And I mean, of course, I was right. But could you believe that this guy, this Samaritan, cared for this man that they weren't even supposed to like or be friends with each other? Like, come on. That to me is an even bigger mystery.
That is.
So, I think we should do some digging. Detective, what does it say in Luke chapter 10, verse 36 through 37?
It says, "Now which of these three would you say was a neighbor to the man who was attacked by bandits?" Jesus asked. The man replied, "The one who showed him mercy." Then Jesus said, "Yes, now go and do the same." Incredible. So, the Samaritan had mercy or compassion for the injured man. That means the Samaritan really cared about what the man was going through. But if you notice, he didn't just feel bad for the guy and say, "Aw, what a poor injured man." He took action.
What were some of the actions that the Samaritan took to care for the injured man?
It showed he cared by taking the time to actually stop what he was doing, help bandage the guy's wounds, and bring him somewhere safe to recover from his injuries.
Yeah, and that answers the bigger mystery too. In a way, it's right in line with what Detective Jay and I did here today. You see, we could have, passed on this case, but we took the time to study the evidence, look at it all carefully, and help crack the case. Found some new evidence and got it solved. See, the Samaritan could have passed right by the injured man just like the priest and the Levite did, but he took the time to care for him.
I can't help but relate this to how God sent Jesus to live on earth and spend time with people so that they could know who God is and be cared for.
Yeah.
Before Jesus died for us, he didn't just live a normal life on earth.
I mean, it's true. In fact, Jesus, he shared meals with other families.
Attended people's weddings.
Yeah, he even washed people's feet.
Healed those who were sick.
He spent time teaching people all about God and so much more.
That goes to show how important it is to God that we spend time caring for each other.
So, how do we care?
By spending time with others. Case closed.